All right, good morning everyone. Hope you guys are good. Sorry, there's some things I was sorting out. I don't know what is happening to this internet lately. Every morning is having some issues, but I think we've stabilized. We first close out some of these things and see if we can start right away. But thank you guys for joining. You can share, like, of course, the stream, so that it helps us to be noticed by YouTube's algorithm, to push us to grow the community. So otherwise, I want to say thank you for joining. Hope yesterday some of you guys made money, if not all of you, from the analysis we made. We had some entries that made money, as we are going to look at today and see how we made money or what made us lose money. We will look at all those today. So as I close out these things, I just want to be ready so that I don't have to be interrupted in the middle just because of internet. So I need to be sure before we can start. Just closing out some of these things. Okay, let me see. All right. Alright, so hopefully you guys have shared and you're inviting other people to join us. I know you guys are tired of me now telling you to do that, but anyways, I'm just happy that you guys are here, and in just around 1 minute we're going to get into our usual analysis. I wanted to be sure that I won't have any more internet buffering here, so I just want to sort that out now. Right. Okay, so now we are clear now. All right. Once again, good morning. This is Dan. Call me Dan Scott. Whichever you like, you can call me Dan. You can call me Dan Scott. And this is Dan Scott Traders App. We are a community of traders trying to trade every day to grow the money bag individually, so that we can, do a lot of things with it. I don't need to know what you're going to do with your money, but all I know is everyone needs money, and that's why we are here, to make sure we can utilize this money that is freely in thin air on the market, on internet. So that's the money we are looking at, and we are in the market of synthetics. If you are new here and you don't know about synthetics, please, you can always go back to Google and search. But as of now, I want us to get into today's session. We're going to start with Crash 500 as usual. You know our drill, so let's head over to Crash 500. Crash 500. So now starting with Crash 500, let's look at what happened. Exactly that. So we had two options there yesterday. First option was for it to continue and break out, or to retest. Now it actually first retested, but the retest, this time, of course, we had that short breakout. If you're on M15, you would see that we had that short breakout, that short break of structure there, and then it came retested. So on M15, you would say it was considered on M15, that later on it retested back to that fair value gap, as always. So it had to do it from here. It did come back to this very level that we are on, so that we had anticipated, so now we missed our entries here, but if I don't know what I was doing by then, but this was another move we could have anticipated to make our entry from. So from that level there, we started to buy, retested back to the break of structure here, that level there, back to the break of structure, then continued. So after, you can see that break of structure, now break of structure, now it has started to fall. Now according to M15, it means we've shifted to sales according to M15. Now I want you to be clear. Why am I saying we've shifted to sales? That is the case there. This was the last lower low low that gave us that previous high. So it's the low that was broken. It was broken here. In fact, you can say the actual break of structure is there, and that's why you see the retest back to that level there. So we had that retest, actual breakout here, then retest, come broke structure again here, retest came back all the way to that very candle there. That is M15 for us there. So I hope you guys are getting this. I want to delete all these now because I don't need them, but I can maintain this. I may maintain this because this was liquidity that we had yesterday, that we had anticipated price would come back to it. So the rest I'm going to delete. I don't need them now. I don't need them. Delete. Alright, So now that our chart is somehow clean, I want to head over to H1 and look at H1 and see H1. We go to H4 and look at it. Yeah, so now H4 gives me what I want. So this is a retracement on H4, but it should be a retracement even on daily. Yes, it's a retracement on daily. So on H4 we are retracing. Now there's an issue here. If I'm looking on the indicators, clearly I see we are oversold. I mean overbought. We are overbought according to CCI. According to CCI, we are overbought. But again, remember, daily we are still looking for some buys to take us all the way to this weekly OB, or even to the daily OB there. So what do we do? Now, I want to show you this. Those who remember, I told you that most of the times when we have a breakout like that, we are looking for this. We are looking for this actual move that brought us into what? Into consolidation there. That's the move we are looking at. So the other move, this is another move here. This would be another move. This is another move. In fact, if we are to be sure, this is the very move. Why? Because this is the low that gave us this high. So this would be the exact move. And that move, it takes you right to the order block there. And 98% market, price always respects that. 99%, 98%. It always respects that. So, having known that, I choose to understand this may be a selling day to grab liquidity that was left back. Let's look at daily. Now we have our high. Now we can now try to determine where we may enter our sells, our buys So let's look at fib here. We have our fib there, and coming back. It's weird. Okay, now we have that. Let's head over to H4. We'll look at what is around that area. Okay, we have this fair value gap that was mitigated there. It may come again. To that level because it's a level that is in fair value gap. So this may be anticipated. Which will literally mean that we may see sales the whole of today. But wait before you make conclusions. If we come back to H1, we had that order block, and this order block is somehow becoming a strong support according to H1. It's somehow becoming a strong support. So until this order block is broken, what is this here? I don't need this. Okay. So until this order block is broken here, we can't conclude that we may see sales the whole of today. So we are still here. and if it breaks this level here, then buys will get back on. But mostly what we are looking at here, the most bias is onto sells, because H4 and H1, they are all showing sells, and I believe M15 is the one that is heading back to buys. And like I've said, you want to have your buy entries when price breaks that level on H1 or M15, or if price goes above our 10 MA, you can still wait for the same thing on M5. Those who trade even M5 time frame, you can still do the same thing. Wait for price to be above MA, our 10 MA, then you make your entries. But for now, I would want you to stick to this one when price breaks above that level there. When price breaks above that level there. So 2 scenarios. Let me just conclude this out. Breakout on this, then you enter sell buys. What is this for? Then breakout on this, then you make your sells to bring you to this fair value gap on H4. Those are the 2 scenarios. And of course, as usual, you know the drill. Retest anticipation should always be part of your trading, or manipulation anticipation should always be part of you. You want to think like the market. What if it breaks here? What level do I think it will make its retest? Or if I'm having this kind of pattern, can I anticipate, if I was a trader or if I was delivered, can I continue selling it, or I should manipulate people and take their money around that level or this level, and then come back later on and continue with the buy? We see this mostly in Forex, where we have what we call AMD, accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. You know that. Those who have studied Forex, you know that term. We use it a lot in trading. So there's a time when market is accumulating, that is consolidating. There's a time when market is manipulating, that is when it gives you a false breakout. Then there's a time it goes into distribution, that's when it follows the general trend. That is a tip for you guys. If you can note that, then you'll be good to go. All right, let me check on the comments. Good morning Gabstar, good morning Horia, good morning Mama Orala, good morning Adama Desmond, good morning Robina Index. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you are all good. All right, so that was Crash 500. Let's head over now to Boom 1000. Please note what I've just told you. And I'm going to explain it a bit more if I remember. Now, Boom 1000. Boom 1000. So yesterday's session, we had this. Remember, this is H4. H4 hasn't actually, we have not yet I can't say according to CCI, I can't say we have started the sales yet. Remember, those who remember, I told you, you want to first see a clean breakout on this level. And clearly, you can see that we had a breakout on that level, which is sort of our neckline, but then the retest candle is already above our level there, so which is a significant thing to us that we cannot make our entries here or for the sales until we are so sure. But according to CCI, we still have some more room to sell, although we are seeing this now. Like I told you, price will always first respect the structure. So it came down here to respect the structure. This is a reason why it first came here, to respect this structure here. But from where we are currently, you realize that according to daily, we are supposed to be buying. That is for sure. That is for sure. Though we've been buying on H4 and we are sort of reaching the overbought level there, and now it started to consolidate. Now, what I was explaining earlier, all this here and this one consolidating in the rising wedge, that is accumulation there. That is an accumulation, if I can call it that. Price is ranging, accumulating what we call not even liquidity, it's accumulating momentum. Now it gives you a false breakout, which is now the manipulation there. Now this is not a false breakout because this is a rising wedge, so it is not a false breakout. But this move here is not according to the general trend. The general trend is a buy, so it's still taken as a manipulation. Now this manipulation, if you can clearly see on H4, it has come back to that fair value gap. That manipulation there has come to that fair value gap, which is very significant because that was liquidity to be grabbed. So it has come, grabbed that liquidity. Now we may see actually this price continue into the buys and even head over to that area, that gray area where we are waiting for it. Remember, according to weekly, still we have the buys, but we are not looking for the buys before we can see some retest. We haven't seen any big retests on the weekly time frame. On the daily, we've seen this. On the daily, we've seen this retest, but we all know that there is still this liquidity back here. So we are kind of still anticipating liquidity back here. But for us to anticipate that liquidity on daily to be grabbed, H4 hasn't reached the point where we want the retest to be. It has reached one, but the other confirmation of CCI is not yet there. We wanted this confirmation of CCI, so that's why we are waiting. That's why I haven't I'm not yet convinced for the sales yet. I'm not yet convinced because buys still seem to be on H4, although we are looking for sales on daily and weekly. We are still looking for some more buys on H4, and that's what I'm still looking at. If I get some confirmation other than the CCI to take me to that level there, then I'll be glad. But from where I am, I'm still looking at H4 heading to the buys to at least reach this level there. to at least reach that level there, and then get into the sales. But if it happens to fail, then we will go with this very fair value gap, which is a daily fair value gap there. That's a daily fair value gap where it stopped at, and then we will go with that only and only when price gives us a clear breakout below here, below this very line here. That is only and only if it does that. So I can now delete this and that because we already see what we wanted. This can be deleted. Yes, I think that's it. All right, that was boom 1000 for us there. So I have no entry, I have no business with it. Probably if anyone wants to scalp, you have a scalping opportunity there, but I won't be messing around with this one. Of course, you can clearly see that the buys are on according to H1 and M15. Buys are very on. We just need to wait for the retest on H1, probably on M15, retest, then make another entry to take you around there. You want to take the profits around that area there, and then wait and see what will happen. All right, so this is boom 1000, and I want to head over now to boom 500. Let me check if I have some comments there. Good morning, Levy. All right, so now let's head over to boom 500. Boom 500. Yesterday, those who remember, I made my entry sales here. Let me go to H1 and I'll probably show it to you. So those were the sales here. Those were the sales. I first took my profit here. Then the other entries. Had a stop loss. In the profits there. It was taken out. Then here it came and activated my buy limits. These two buy limits. It first activated that, then failed to activate this, then later on dropped and activated the second one. Just the way we had anticipated for price to come to this liquidity level, which is the order block on H4, just like how we anticipated yesterday. It has come. Now we are currently following the plan. So both of these two levels are in profits so far. None of this is in floating losses, but like we always do, we are following the plan. So right now I want to place my stop losses just below here, just in case there is a manipulation happen before it goes, then it will take me out. But I'll take my profits around that level. Now I will wait for my move to get back into that level there. Remember, we are looking for this move. This is the move that brought us into consolidation, and we'll be looking for it when price breaks out there. So that means our TPs should be around that area there. And that is a lot of money. If we grab it all the way from down there, that is a lot of money there. So I think that's it on boom 500. I have no more to say. Let's look at daily. Daily, we have a sell there. We are supposed to be selling, but like we said, this is a strong support level. We are trying to find momentum to clearly break through that support level. So we are looking at the liquidity that was left back. So there's that level there, there's this level here, and again this also pattern showed us that we may have some entries for the buyers to take us there shortly, then later on get into the sells, just like how daily is, and of course also weekly. So we'll be waiting whatever happens, but for now, according to H4, I mean my buys, and day and H1, it is also a confirmed buy because of the CCI there. M15, it's a confirmed money, it's what I'm seeing there. So I can now leave Boom 500 and head over to something else. If anyone hasn't entered, let's see. We have a break of structure here, so probably we may see a return. Around this area. If you're going to use M15, so this is a fair value gap there, so probably it will come back here for another entry, anyone who wants to make an entry on M15. So I can even put my buy limit there, and I just put it close to this. Alright, so that is Boom 500 for us there, and we'll be waiting for whatever happens, and we'll see how we can make money on this asset. Alright, let me see if we have some comments or additions there, so that we can, no comments, so we head over to V10 1S, V10 1S, volatility 10, volatility 10 1S. Right, so volatility 10, those who remember yesterday, I explained this. Now let me start from here. Of course my buy limits were not activated, and you can see how it just missed it nearly. So yesterday my first entry was there of the sell, but I explained that I wanted to see if price will break out, but the actual entry was down below here, and you can clearly see that on this very order block, price came to that very order block. This is the order block there. If I can zoom in there, this candle here touched it. If I can drag it there, you can see this candle touched it. This is the fair value gap. This candle here, this is the order block, the last order block on this move. So you can see this did not touch it, but the second time it came down, it touched the order block. So I somehow don't expect this price to come back again to this level. I expect the buys to continue. Although it did reach half of this order block. I wanted it to reach half of this order block, and before we can move on, the half is around this level here. This is half of this order block here, but it didn't, and my buy limits were missed. I will just leave them for just a case. Just if it is still consolidating, then there will be some opportunity for it to come again. You can see how it has been going there, coming back down, going there, coming back. So there is a possibility of it reaching that level there, and coming back again. So I will just have to wait. Whatever the market provides, it's what I follow, and we go ahead with it. So Now the first sale, this was the sale there. Also remember, I made my sell entry and it hit TP. Those who remember yesterday, it hit TP in just around 2 hours. So the like I told you guys, the beauty with trading is you don't need to be in market for a long time. You need to strategize and look for a clean, perfect entry. You don't need to trade for the whole day. You need around 1 or 2 hours and you are out. Sometimes 15 minutes are enough to hit your TP level and move out. No one will come to you or to your inbox or to your house and say, man, you don't know how to trade. How can you trade only 15 minutes? No one will come to you to complain. It's your money, it's your strategy. If it works for you, it works for you. It doesn't have to make sense to any other person. It makes sense to you. You are making money, and that's what matters. All right, so I leave that at that. So this was a perfect entry. How many made this entry? Let me check the comments. Did anyone make the entry? Julia is still holding the buy. I'm also still holding that very first entry there. Did you enter at the order block down below that I've just showed you? We even talked about it yesterday. Did you enter? Did anyone enter at that odd B? Because you should be in money. Mine, the buy limits were missed, so I missed that money. Anyone who made the entry? Let me see the comments in the section there. In fact, let me feature them on the call. Let me have them here. This is volatility, and now I want the comments. The comments. Let's bring in the comments here. Okay. Refresh. Just make them 20. Refresh. All right, so anyone who made an entry, Juliel, Robina, anyone, did anyone make an entry on that OB there, or did anyone make money? I've seen Julia is still in the market. He's still holding the position. So anyways, so I will wait for your feedback. So let's head over to now V75, volatility 75. So for now, if it breaks this level, you guys can make an entry. If it fails, then it will come back again to this OB here. This is the OB it will come back to. That's the OB it will come back to. So we wait for whatever happens before we can make an entry if you haven't already entered. Alright, so I will leave that at that. Remove history, delete this. Taken out my OB. Alright, so now we head over to V75. V75. Now V75 yesterday, let's look at anticipation. So we anticipated the manipulation there. Of course it first broke out before it came back down below. Now I was in, this is where I entered my buys, 22 buys there, 22 buys there, all that. Then it hit the resistance there. it hit that resistance up there, and once it was hit, it started to come down, and later on it started to sell. So it took my SLs here because I anticipated that when it hit that level there, I anticipated for that to come back. So already my SLs were in profit, so it took me out in profit, so I never made a loss there. But now it came all the way back to that level. Which level is that? That is H4 order block. That is H4 order block. How many times has it hit this level? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5th time this level is being hit. Now, our anticipation, we are looking at liquidity grab on that fair value gap. That's what we are looking for before we can continue selling. But the general trend is a buy. General trend is a buy on daily and weekly. We are in buys on daily and weekly. H4, the trend is a sell, although we are looking for liquidity grab there. Now, why are we selling then on H4? There is if I can zoom in and bring you here, if I can zoom in and bring you here, there is this fair value gap. It was tapped once here, but not that much, so we may see price come back to it. We may see price come back to it. That is a fair value gap there, so there is that level there. Either price is going to come back to it, or it will continue buying. But from what we see on H4, this level is a fair value gap, and it holds liquidity that price may be looking for. It holds some liquidity that this price may be looking for to first mitigate, then continues to the buys, because daily we are buying, and weekly we are buying. So there's nothing we can talk about more. So I would anticipate, I would suggest to first excuse yourself from this asset for now, for two reasons. The H4 time frame is not clear for the sales, yet we are seeing that it is selling. The buys are also not yet clear. We are anticipating for them to come to that level. Right now it is consolidating, and as usual I always tell you that most of the times we have AMD, and this was accumulation. This was accumulation here. This was accumulation. Now the manipulation will be this move, and then the accumulation, the distribution will be this move. That is just in simplicity, if I was to make it that in that kind of way. So that's what I would be anticipating for any of you guys that wanted to understand that term. But that means we may not see this for now. We may see it after trend. But as of now, anticipation is for that manipulation now, then head over to this level here. Because H4 we are looking for sales and we haven't reached oversold, so it means we still have some more room to sell. We still have some more room to sell, and we've just reached the retest level on CCI, meaning some retest there, then head over down below to continue selling all the way back to oversold. That is my simple anticipation. I'm not saying that's how the market is going to be, so we need to keep watching. That's why I'm saying, please, for now, stay away from it if you still want your account. But on the other hand, if you see something like a double top, a double bottom down below here on H1 and M15, there's nothing that holds us not to make an entry. And of course on M15 we had that, but now that one, now it leaves us to wait for a retest. Once we have a retest, then anyone can make an entry for the buy, because we are on the support level. That's the reason that you'll be making your entries, because of the support level, not anything else. Double bottom on support level, that is confirmation enough for the buy entries. Alright, I leave this at that. I head over to Guria says I entered the VIX 10 position almost at the end of that order block at that 9168. Right, so you're in big money, Guria. You're in big money. 968. Yeah, you're in big money. Congrats. And V10 gives money, gives enough money there. All right, so now we head over to Volatility 50. Volatility 50. V50. I hope you guys made that entry. I came back late to check it, and that's what it had given us. I just missed it. I hope you guys made that money, because clearly that's what we are waiting for. And right now sales are coming in on H1. Sales are coming in, buys are coming in on H1 there. Buys are coming in. It's going to confirm the double bottom. And remember, all this is on the support. That is on the support of, I think, daily. Yeah, all this is on support, daily support. All this is on daily support level. Now we are waiting for price to either come to this order block before we can start the buys according to daily. So we keep waiting. All you need to know is that eventually price is going to break out, and it will give us exactly that move. Once it breaks out, it will give us exactly that move, because this is a falling wedge, so we want to anticipate that as of TP, and then retest or consolidate, then later on continue even up there. But I won't anticipate that. Why? Because this, in fact, I should even delete it. If we have this as a falling wedge, and this is what? This is H4, then we know that this move alone may bring us to overbought. And now when we are overbought on H4, by the way, we had said we are looking for price to reach this level, so I will put my candle here, my arrow there, because we are looking at grabbing the buys from this very level here, this order block there. So I put my buy limit. Yeah, we put my buy limit there. So once price reaches this level, we grab the liquidity and then continue into the buys. Now we take our profits here. After that, according to daily, we'll be coming back. According to daily, we'll be coming back with sales to bring us either to this level or to this level. You need to understand that. So we have two levels, this level here and also that level. That's what we'll be waiting for. When price reaches here, that will be the manipulation. Then now you guys already know that. So I want to head over now to H1 and see if we will actually make entries on that level. Now I will just wait for it. I will just leave it. I missed this move yesterday. It was a good move. It was very good. It was a very good move, and we missed it. Let's see. I touched it. This was a retest. So if price comes above my 10 MA, I will make my entries to take me up there. I'll make my entries to take me up there. So on M15, price goes above my 10 MA, I'll enter my buys. I'll put my stop loss just below this low here. That's what I will do. Now that is boom. That is volatility 50 for us there, and we head over to jump 25. Time is rushing. Jump 25. Jump 25. You guys can clearly see that we haven't reached where we want to make our entries from. We want to make our entries in the discount just below here. So it's not yet, it hasn't reached it, so I don't have any business with it. It came here, of course, it came here, touched it, just touched it, and then went ahead into the again up. But I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced with this tap on the discount level there. I'm not convinced with it, so I will still wait a little more. If it fails to come back and reach these levels here, then I will miss the entry there. It will not be my move to make any entries. Of course, we are waiting to sell from that level, and the sale started. I was in it, and I think my stop loss has been taken out. Maybe monitor it. Let's see. Yeah, it has been taken out there. My stop loss has been taken out. So we anticipated to sell. Of course, I was supposed to put my stop loss above there, but I always love tight stop losses because these are big assets. Jump 10 is a big asset. It can easily blow your account, so I didn't want to risk it, so I put my stop loss nearer, but the stop loss should be above here. It is happening back to this level there, and of course, if I was to use fib, you would clearly see that that is discount level there, and that is an order block in discount. So if I have that, that means a price is trying to push for the buys to continue. Remember, we wanted to make our buy entries on this level there. We first come down below, then enter the buys. So it is somehow refusing to give us what we want. But either way, from where I see the daily, where the daily is, either way it will come to that level. Why do I say it will come to that level? This is turning out to be some sort of an ascending triangle. So of course we anticipate the breakout on the flat side there. Most the bigger bias, according to where we are, we anticipate that there because we are on the support level. But before it does that, we will anticipate a manipulation there to grab that liquidity there. Already it was taken out, okay, but still it will give us a fake breakout this other side. I will anticipate a fake breakout. Market doesn't just go like that. We may anticipate a fake breakout down below, then later on get into the buys there. So we wait for whatever it gives us. Now on H4, I can delete these two, delete, and now wait. This is a no-go for me now until clear entries are confirmed. This is jump 10. I forgot to change, but that was jump 10. This was jump 10. So now, having said that, I want us now to go and make a recap. Let's make a recap of where we started from because it's already 11:32. So let's make a recap. Here we said we had two levels. To opinion. When it breaks that level, then you want to have a retest. When it breaks this support level, you have to do this. This will be a short buy, not to continue. In fact, no, yes, this will be actually continuing because we are anticipating to go to that level there. So this will be something to take us all the way up there. So we just have to wait for confirmation of whatever it gives us. Whatever it gives us, that's what we'll be waiting for. This, it will be a retest just to take liquidity here according to H4, and then later on make get into the buys again. So we now wait. For whatever it gives us on H1 and M15. But I'm seeing some opportunity to make some good buys, like for an hour or two, to take us up there. I'm seeing that opportunity, but I can only make that entry if my price goes above 10 MA. So I can even go to M5 and see what is happening. Yeah, so we'll wait for M15 to give me a clear go ahead. Alright, so that is Crash 500. This is Boom 1000. We are waiting for a clean breakout, either here to continue selling just the way we want, or to first go up there to grab liquidity on that other order block, then later on go into the sell just the way we want. Boom 500. Yeah, we already made money yesterday on Boom 500 on the sell there, and now the buy limits are activated, and clearly you can see those who were waiting for an entry, price has started to reach the discount on M15. So get ready to make your entries for buys on Boom 500. Get ready if you want to make if you want to trade Boom 500. Your buys are ready. I'm anticipating my buys to be here, other buys on this very a fair value gap. So that's where I'm waiting to make my entries from. So get ready. And now we head over to V10. V10, we are in buys. If price breaks up this level there, then we will continue with the buys. If it fails because of that resistance there, then it will come back. Then this time it will activate these other buy limits before it can go into the buys. So anyone who hasn't entered yet, just wait until you have a clean entry. V75, it has actually broken out on M15, so we are now looking for the retest, of which this is the retest candle there. So we can wait for it to close and then see if we can enter or wait. Let's see if we can enter or wait. V50, price has gone above 10 ms, so I will make my entry that I was waiting for, and I'll put my stop loss just down below there, and I'll look for my TPs around that level. I always follow the plan I have in when I analyze. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. I know what I did as a mistake, then I rectify it. That's why you see, if I make a plan and I come back and I see it has already done what I anticipated, I immediately make an entry. I don't have to start saying I tell what. No, I immediately make an entry. It is above my 10 MA. I didn't want to wait for it to break that, because that is no room for me to make my entry. That means I will leave it to go. So I've gone on M15. It was going into the buy. We tested, it had already reached this trend line. So that's a confirmation for me of the retest. This is a retest confirmation for when that made me to enter after price being above my 10 MA. All right, jump 25. It's a no-go. You remember, we are waiting for price to reach this level, then we can make our entries for the buys. So until it reaches the discount again, we have no entry. This one is a sell for now, but if it breaks this resistance level, then we'll be looking for buys to take us to that order block on the daily. But a higher bias to points you can take advantage of and make your entries from. Remember tomorrow we will be having our BTC analysis as usual. Tomorrow is Friday. I think I won't be around. I have a wedding to attend, so I won't be around. So tomorrow, even the session of 10, I may not be available. I'll be in preparations to attend the wedding. So tomorrow, I had forgotten. Sorry guys. So tomorrow I'm not around. We will meet again Monday. To analyze together. So for now, I want to say thank you again for those who have taken time to be part today of this session, and I want us to do what? Not to forget that anyone who is interested in learning these things deeply, and get to know all this that I'm doing on another level, this is happening. Let me share it closely here. There's a promotion going on. I shared it yesterday, I think. So we are doing that for now. So anyone who is interested, you can always do what? You can always get back to me. Most of you guys have my WhatsApp number, so you can get back to me if you know anyone who wants. That's a promotion there. If you don't, if you have it as a person, if you want to join, still you have my WhatsApp number. WhatsApp me and let's do this. Sessions are starting on 4th, I think, 4th November. The November class will be starting 4th. So anyone who is interested, you are welcome to join us. Otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day. See you Monday. Sorry about tomorrow. Tomorrow I won't be around. So I'll miss you guys, but hopefully you will make money according to the analysis we have here. You can easily follow it up to make money. See you guys Monday. Have a nice day. Happy trading.